Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 73 of our All the Mod 6 to the Sky Let's Play series, where today we are going to continue with our Botania setup and fight the Gaia Guardian. First off, though, let's talk about our All the Mod Star. So, in between episodes, I went ahead and had our dragon craft up our all the modium unobtainium alloys here. So, we have all of those taken care of. I also went ahead and finished our dimensional seed. If you saw at the end of last episode, after I had ended the episode, there was a small little section in which I talked about the dimensional seed for a second and how all of our cobblestone ended up getting used up for some reason. Don't know what happened there, but figured it out, let it run, solved, dimensional seed was crafted. Outside of that, I don't think anything here's changed. Runa Sins is there, yeah. A couple other things. So we've upgraded to tier 7 on our environmental tech miner, and I believe, yes, we should have enough Zerothium crystals. I let this AFK for a while overnight, so we have enough of the Zerothium crystals that we could actually make our void miner CCU. I do not want to make 2 of these. So basically this thing's going to get torn down when this is all said and done. So we'll make this 1 CCU. I need to get a ice dragon so we can make this unobtainium vibranium alloy block. But I'll do that in between episodes because you guys have seen that. And finding the dragons can be a pain underground. They're found in the mountains in the other, by the way. So we have the Zerothium crystals. We'll be able to make that soon. So we really need to start diving into mechanism and getting antimatter going. We're going to work on the massive wills today and fighting the Gaia Guardian. For the Nexium emitter, all we need is Mana and Artifice, which is going to take a bit. Requires us to tier 4. I've actually never played with Mana and Artifice before, so it's going to be a learning experience. It's going to be a quick learning experience too, because we're going to try and tier up to tier 4 as fast as possible so we can get it done. And then we just have the Philosopher's Fuel, which is going to require us to get into pneumatic craft a little bit so we can make LPG and gasoline so that we can get our napalm that we're going to need from Immersive. And then for the improbable probability device, we have everything made. I went ahead and taught the system how to make Enderium because it's a simple craft. And I made the rest of this stuff in between episodes except for our solar recharging unit because, again, requires mechanism fission or fusion, one of the two. And then this 1,048 million storage part. This thing is ridiculous, by the way. I didn't mention this a couple episodes ago. That's farms. But in the refined storage, I finally added a second disk, and I added a 256K disk because while I was AFKing, we filled up on our honeycombs. And I didn't have enough time to, when I noticed this, to actually go ahead and set up drawers for the honeycombs. It was like right before I had to leave for work, so I had to quickly set up a new disk, so that was easier than having to go through and set up drawers. So we taught the system. I had to add another netherite crafter in here, by the way, we ran out. But I taught the system how to make all of the storage parts. And let me tell you, that is an expensive freaking storage. I mean, it's 1,048 million, so that's 1,000,000,048, I think. I don't even know. But this thing's expensive. It's got to craft 176,000 glass. Taking all of our quartz, all of our string for our processor bindings, like all of our slimes. It's an expensive craft here. So I'll kick this off in between episodes because I don't want it to hog up all our machines. I also did go ahead and I can't remember who mentioned this in the comments, but someone has been voraciously commenting that I should switch over to a rainbow furnace, and so I did. I tried it out. So I set up a rainbow furnace in here, taught the system how to make the rainbow furnace parts because like it's a pain. Like you have to know how to make all these different red stained glasses, netherite furnaces, and then the individual furnaces. So I taught the system how to do so. Iron furnaces, so we know how to make every single tier of furnace now, and then just crafted the rainbow furnace from that. It's actually really good for these kind of crafts like sand or cobblestone, where when you want to craft a lot of them, because this thing can smelt an entire stack at a time. So if I say I want glass, And let's say I want, let's just do 1,000. Like normally 1,024 glass, that would be a lot of glass that you'd have to craft. But if you see here, this has a speed upgrade in there, and it's pretty quick. It's doing an entire stack of glass at a time. I set up a netherite crafter here so that it can push all 64 or a whole stack into this input at once. I had a gold crafter set up initially, and since its current speed is only 5x, it was only able to put in 5 items at a time. And if I speed upgraded it, it was able to put in 20 at a time, but that didn't really, we want a whole stack in. So I have the netherite crafter and with full speed upgrades. This probably isn't necessary, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, Rainbow Furnace for those crafts where you need to do a lot of bulk crafting actually is fairly worth it, I say. Yeah. Power wise, by the way, if we look at our induction matrix, we have 1.36 trillion RF in here, and we're inputting at 80,000, output at 20,000. Reason being, I had to turn off our bigger reactor because we ran out of uranium. It was full now, and it's been off for like a while, but we completely ran out of uranium, and I need uranium for mechanisms, so I had to turn that off so we could start backstuffing on our uranium again. But with our power reactor, really, I mean, this thing's generating what, like 24,000, and we could even upgrade this to higher tiers if needed. I'm not too concerned about power. The bigger reactor really gave us a boost towards that 1 trillion power buffer that we have, and then from there, we're good. So yeah, let's go ahead and set up ourselves an area to fight this Gaia Guardian. And I think it's a 7x7 arena, so I think that this here will work just fine. And I put all of our stuff in here. Oh, by the way, I locked all our tools down here. I don't know why I never did it before, but I kept, I always put our tools and stuff in here, and then I sort the inventory, and then I'm like, oh, where is the building gadget? I can't find it. Or where is my morphing tool? Well, I just lock this slot, and when I take it out, I use it, and if I put it back into its slot that it belongs, it will never get, sorted out of order or anything like that. So it'll always be where I want it to be. And at the bottom, I don't have to move my mouse up so high. Just saves a little bit of time. Yeah. Don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. But let's go ahead and set this bad boy up. And shabam. And bam. Okay. If we turned on any of these powers, it's really not going to matter because the Gaia Guardian takes away beacon abilities, beacon powers. So we don't have to worry about that. One thing I was consistently that I was thinking of making was the actually, I want to lower this into the ground. Wither charm, so that I don't get wither, because the Gaia Guardian does affect you with wither if you stand in his pools on the ground for too long. But we'll see how we fare. We will see how we fare. There we go. And then you can go back there and then get, whoop. Okay. So there's our beacon. And then all we have to do is set our Gaia pylons up, around it. I don't know what the exact distance is, but we can just like do something like that. Does that seem accurate? Does that seem good enough? I think so. And then we need a terrasteel ingot. Did I prep a terrasteel ingot before this? No, figures I wouldn't. So let's go into Botania here. And we need a mana pearl, a mana diamond, mana steel, mana pearl, ender pearl. I really should set these up to be getting filled up properly again. So then it's you, and you. Do the thing. Okay, excuse me. Do the thing. There we go. And like I said, this thing can do other crafts too, like the older terrasteel, and it does it much faster. So, are we out of coal? We are. We are out of coal. Wow. Don't I have coal essence? I do. Not a whole lot of it though. Wow, I can't believe we're out of coal. I did not think we would run out. We had like tens of thousands. Let's just go ahead and craft all this up. Wait, what am I doing? That was the wrong button. Wonder if one of those crafting recipes used for that dimensional seed, was there a compressed block of coal? That's possible. And that's where all the coal went, because I thought we had plenty of coal. I don't think I even have coal seeds planted because we haven't needed any coal. I will need more Terra steel though. We'll see. We'll see where we end up with this. Okay, so are we ready? We have our Morgan. I'm going to be honest with you. Most likely, the Gaia Guardian is going to probably get one shot by our Morgan at 5,700 damage. So let's see what happens with it. But I'm interested. Shift right click. Okay, so maybe these need to be closer. Or maybe they need to be farther. I don't know. I may have to go look this up. I'm going to be honest. I've never done this fight. I've only ever watched other people do it. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. So I went ahead and actually, took a look inside of the book for the Ritual of Gaia. Probably should have been what I did in the first place, but whatever. Anyway, so doing that, I was able to visualize the location of everything. And yeah, I was way off. So this actually needs to go up and then here. Stop doing that. And so then up. And then up. Oh, not. Bam. And then bam. Now we're good to go. Okay, now we can fight this guy. Are we ready? Let's get this fight over with. And I apologize if this is super loud, but it's a known thing that this fight has epic music and it is loud. Okay. No, so he's not dying immediately. He must have some sort of damage cap. All right. Easy enough, though. Since we have an amazing bow. Feels like a little cheesy using this bow, Give me all the stuff. Now, this is the tier 1 version of the fight. There is a harder version in which he has more health, summons more enemies, and just does overall more damage and stuff, but where'd he go? I want to hit him with my sword. I don't know if looting does anything, but I want to loot anyway. All right. Look at all these arrows on the ground. From what I understand, this is a bug. I'm using a dragon bone arrow, and then I'm getting these regular arrows from this, and I'm able to generate arrows. But I'm going to pick them up because they're counting as entities on the ground, and I don't want it to cause lag at all anywhere. But yeah, that was the Gaia Guardian fight. Pretty darn cool. We got a couple things from that. We got all this stuff came from the mobs. Oops. I need that one. But we got 8 Gaia spirits and then an epic shader grab bag from Immersive Engineering, which just has shaders for the items in there. But the Gaia spirits is what we want, because from the Gaia spirits, we can now craft Gaia spirit ingots, which just requires us to get some more Terra steel, which should be pretty easy. And that's how we can fight tier 2. And tier 2 is what's going to give us the massive wills. And we can start automating it. So let's get going. Storage and automations, wrong. Botania. I need another ender pearl. And then, yeah, we need to make another whole thing. And actually, let's just grab a couple ender pearls. Like 16. That sounds good. And then mana diamonds. And then Terra Steel, or not Terra Steel, Mana Steel. Bam. Okay. Do we have enough? Oops, that was not where I wanted to go. I wonder if we have enough mana to craft 15 Terra Steel. I think it's half a mana pool for Terra Steel. We'll find out. I also don't know if you can do more than one at a time, and I don't want to risk it. Can we just do 2? Or we'll do 3, and then we can see about automating it. Not automating the Terra Steel, but automating the Gaia Guardian. We'll fight one normally as intended, and then the other ones we will start automating. Okay. So basically what we need to do is craft this thing, Gaia Spirit Ingot, which is just Terra Steel surrounded by 4 Gaia Spirits. So we can do 2 of these. Bam. And then this one will hold off until we get more Gaia Spirit. Yeah, Gaia Spirits, which we should get a bunch more from the tier 2 fight. So what we do is just take this and we're just going to, stick this into the beacon just like we did before. And again, forewarn you, the music will be loud. Don't really have any way to control that, so I'm sorry. But it's epic music. I mean, how can you not like this music? This bow is too awesome. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Just killing everything. I am just a machine gun of arrows. All right, phase 2. Take out those pixies because they're annoying. There they are. I'm like, something's shooting at me or hitting me, and it's really annoying. It's those pixies. And there we go. Probably should have used looting, but whatever. I honestly don't know if he's affected by it. But yeah, we have more stuff on the ground. We do. Okay, so let's put away all this junk. And let's see what we actually got from the boss. So we got a enchanted book. I don't think that came from the boss. Enchanted bow. But we got Epic Shader Grab Bang. We have 16 Gaia Spirit Ingots now. We have a Blacker Lotus. If you don't know, Black Lotus, you can put this into a mana pool and it will give you mana. So I'm going to assume that the Blacker Lotus does the same thing. We got the Will of Darok. So that is one of the wills that we needed of the, 6 wills. So we got this one. Bam. We got some Mana Steel that gives you random runes. And we got a Dice of Fate. And then the Dice of Fate is randomly rolled. And you roll the dice and you get a random artifact from Botanium. So if we roll our dice, we got the Key of the King's Law. Let's go see what this does. Key of the King's Law. Key of the King's Law is a powerful relic with the ability to materialize weapons from thin air. Hold down right-click with this key will begin summoning glowing projectiles from somewhere. Up to 20 projectiles can be created at a time, and releasing the grip on the key will launch them one at a time at the point the summoner is looking towards. These projectiles move at high velocities and explode on contact. This sounds like, from the Fate anime series. Oh man, why can I not remember his name? It starts with a G, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's an old king. Gosh, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, he has a throne world full of all the weapons and humanity, really. And yeah, it looks just like that. That is freaking awesome looking. What if I shoot this at them? many of these can I summon? This thing is cool. This is like our staff, but this doesn't require any mana or anything. That is awesome. Anyway, that has to probably be one of the coolest relics you can get, I imagine. I'm going to put that in our backpack. Not that I'm probably going to need it again, but it's going to be in our backpack anyway. So anyway, what we can do is craft another Gaia Spirit ingot, though we have one already here, but we are going to use that one for automations. And these are used for a couple things, like you can make end portals. You can make your own end portal, apparently. Gaia mana spreaders are the highest tier of mana spreader, so it moves your mana faster. We have the Globetrotter sash, just a bunch of different, high tier items. The Flugel Tiara, I think, lets you fly. Yeah, it's like creative flight, if I remember correctly. Yeah, anyway, so a bunch of different stuff, but we're going to go ahead and use all of ours to make Gaia Spirit ingots. But what we want to do now is automate the Gaia Spirit, or well, at least automate the fighting. I don't think I can automate the entering of the Gaia Spirit, but from what I understand, a mob crusher from Industrial Foregoing can kill this dude, and it counts as a player killing it because of the way the mob crusher is programmed or coded. And it's an instant kill and a great way to farm the wills that we're going to need. Instead of me having to fight this guy over and over again, we just let the mob crusher do it for us. So what do we need to do for this? So let's just go ahead and set this up in like a safe area. But what we need is range add-ons. And we're going to want a fairly large range add-on to cover the entire area. So let's just do tier 12. Like, let's just max out, and that way we know for sure we should be good. Go away. Gilgamesh. That's the guy. He's been bothering me this whole time. Gilgamesh is the dude from the Fate series who has a throne world full of all the items. I don't know if that's like in the true lore of Gilgamesh, that's how it works, because it's supposed to be based on history, but yeah, anyway. That's who it was, Gilgamesh. Okay, so if we get this, we get a point crafted up. Go ahead and clear that. Give me that. So if we put a point on you and we put the range add-on, you cover this whole area now? Yes, yes. Actually, that was almost exactly perfect. Even if we move this back one, or if we put it over here, actually, I kind of like this idea better. If we put this right here with the point and the add-on, and we show the working area, it now encompasses this entire thing. If I could, oh no, is that centered? It is. Why is my feral flare lantern not centered then? Tut tut. Get to work. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's turn this off and yeah, give it some power. This is going to be our Gaia Crusher. And do I probably want, like, let's get add-ons. Let's get one of each. Boom, boom, boom. Just to make sure that it's as fast as possible. Not that I'm, worried I'm going to get killed or anything like that, but just to make sure that it's going to actually work. So if we go over here and we insert this. Was that it? Oh, but it didn't count as a player killing it. It used to. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. I've seen other people's playthroughs of this. That's a lot of essence you get from the Gaia Guardian, by the way, where it gives you all of the stuff. It counts as a player killing this, but it must have been fixed. That's depressing. We got Shader the Kindled. Okay. Well, unless it killed it too fast. I don't know how I could do this, though. What could I do? I could set up a I just want to see. Maybe it's because he wasn't fully spawned in yet. Maybe we got to wait a second. If I set up a redstone link, I put this on you. Sure, we'll use a Gaia Spirit Ingot. We're going to say you are the receiver, and you are going to operate on a pulse. And then we're going to set you up here. And you are going to be the receiver. And if I get a button, maybe not there. What if I set you up like here? I put the button there. Pulse, pulse. All right, let's try it, because that just wasted some of our Gaia Spirit Ingots. Oh, it won't let me do it with this in the area. So what if I... You know what? What if we... There's the area. Can I interact with anything outside of the area? Can I just, like, put the button directly on there? See what happens. Otherwise, I'll just fight this guy normally, but... I can see the oak button. Let's wait for him to get up. Maybe if I hit him once, and then I do that. Does that count? No, it didn't. Well, it was worth an effort. But basically what that means now is that I'm just going to have to farm this guy until I get all of the specific wills. And the I don't know if there's a knockout system in which it will get you the individual wills, or are we going to end up getting duplicates? So that's unfortunate. But basically what this means is I need to craft a bunch of Terra Steel and just fight this Gaia Guardian over and over again. At least it's easy. You know, you see that I don't have to, you know, go crazy fighting the Gaia Guardian. It's just going to be tedious and time consuming because he has that immunity phase and everything, and I can't do anything to, you know, stop that. I'm bummed this doesn't work anymore because I know it used to. If you go back and watch Chosen Architect's playthrough of this when he fights the Gaia Guardian, it 100% works. So it's been patched. Expected. You shouldn't be able to farm bosses with that thing. It was just, you know, a cool thought. What are you doing here, Pixie? Get out of here. But anyway, so I will go ahead and farm up the Gaia Guardian in between episodes. And then that way we can get our massive wills crafted up. And then we can, I believe that will wrap up Botania. Yeah, because we already got the Mana Void. Yeah, that pretty much wraps up Botania. So that means next episode we can start diving into Mana and Artifice or into our Philosopher's Fuel and get our LPG. But I think we'll go with our Mana and Artifice. So yeah, anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.